So this is just a quick video on how to fix a flat tire. Now obviously this front tire is low. It definitely helps if you have a jack. So the first thing I did, I jacked up my front end and then I spun this tire around until I found what was causing my tire to leak. And it is that screw, which I believe is a self-tapping screw. So what I'm going to need to get that out of there, what I'm going to attempt to use is just a pair of needle nose vice grips, locking. So I'm going to use that to get that out of there. And now, real quick, I'd like to talk about there's 3 basic ways to fix a flat tire. Obviously, well, I guess the quickest and a temporary way to fix it, if you're in a pinch, is fix a flat. You do need to leave that screw in there, and your tire should hold air for a while, but that's just if you're in a pinch generally, or if you have like a... I really try not to use fix a flat unless I absolutely need to and I have no other option. Now the second option, which is a pretty permanent repair, is a plug kit. Now I purchased this plug kit. I got it from Walmart because I didn't have a choice. It includes your plugs, a reamer, and this device used to insert the plugs. And I also picked up a thing of rubber cement, and that just helps create a better seal, and it also is used as somewhat of a lubricant. I'm not really sure how well this has worked. I've always been a safety seal guy. That's kind of like the more professional mechanics brand as opposed to Slime, but Slime is a good brand, so I'm going to give that a try. And this is what I'm going to be doing to repair my tire. And I think I said it costs like 10 bucks. I'll put a link below in this video to purchase this kit or the more professional mechanics kit, which I recommend. And finally, the most proper way, or the proper way to fix this, would obviously be to remove the obstruction and fix that from the inside out by putting a patch on it, I believe. Or you could also do a tube, which that shouldn't be necessary. So this is an appropriate repair, and let's get started. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I have a brush, and I'm just going to clean off some of the loose material. That way when I'm putting the plug in, it doesn't get inserted into the tire accidentally. So that's pretty clean. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my needle nose vice grip. I'm going to start to twist this out. And before I take it out all the way, I'm going to get my tool kit ready to go, because I don't want to lose that much air. Just focus it on the ground for a minute. Rubber cement. Good to go. It's interesting. Not sure if I dropped one of these plugs or it's just missing one from the kit. Hey.
It's on the gut.
Alright. Got a new cameraman, guys. Alright. So what you do is you take your plug. It gets threaded through this device. Kind of like a thread through the tip of a needle. And you insert that halfway down along the length of your seal here. I'm also going to put some rubber cement on. Whoa, that's a lot of rubber cement. You focusing?
Yes, it's videotaping you putting the rubber cement on.
Just make sure it's got a good shot.
You want an up-close view of the rubber cement?
Alright, so I have my plug nice and lubricated with rubber cement. Put that on this box. Make sure it doesn't touch the ground. Okay, I also have my reamer ready to go. Alright, so we're ready to do this. So I'm going to take this screw out. And it's going to start losing air pretty fast. I'm going to take my reamer. I'm going to start working it in the hole. Give it a couple twists. And what this reamer does is it just creates kind of a rough surface for that seal to stick to, and additionally it opens up the hole as to where this plug I keep saying seal instead of plug, but it opens up the hole enough as to where this plug will fit in here snugly and properly. So that's nice and reamed out. There's a little bit of rubber on there. I'm going to take my plug. I'm going to start inserting it in the hole. And you want it to go about 2/3 of the way in there. So cameraman, come around to the side here. Get a lower angle. Should be in there about 2/3 of the way. And it's about 2/3 of the way. Again, you want to go straight down. And now what you do to get this plugger out of here is, I didn't show you before, but there's a little gap at the very apex of that of the plugger here. And that allows you to remove the handle out without taking the plug out. So I'm going to give a little tug. And that's out of the hole. I'm just going to touch up that rubber cement, make it look a little bit nicer. And that's what I was talking about, that little gap in the tip of the plugger here. Again, that's what allows the plug to slide out without removing it all the way. So now our tire's plugged. One last thing I'm forgetting is you're going to want to clip this plug flush with the threads. That way, I guess this doesn't have a tendency to want to catch by, or Christ, I don't fucking know. You just cut it flush with the threads. That's what the direction is to say. There's probably a scientific method that I can't really explain to you, but that's what you got to do. And then what I'm going to do, you don't have to wait to let it dry, but I'm going to let it sit there for probably 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Be good probably to let the rubber cement dry a little bit longer before I fully inflate this back to full pressure. But I'm going to do that, and then following that, after you re-inflate the tire to full pressure, you want to just spray a little bit of soapy water on the area just to make sure that there's no water leaking, and you want to keep an eye on the tire. And that's basically how you repair a flat tire with a plug. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Alright, about an hour later since we plugged the tire, she's filled up back to pressure. I know she looks low from that angle, but it's sitting right. And that's our plug. It's kind of ugly, but it'll do the job.